In Limpopo, where thousands of people are attending National Freedom Day celebrations, President Zuma is being accompanied by his deputy, Cyril Ramaphosa. The day is being celebrated under the theme, Together Building Better Communities, Local Government is Everybody's Business. Freedom Day is observed annually to celebrate freedom and democracy and to also commemorate the first post-apartheid elections held on April the 27th, 1994. The elections were the first all-race national polls where everyone of voting age was allowed to vote. President Jacob Zuma has urged South Africans to use the day to promote unity and work together to build a non-racial, non-sexist, democratic and prosperous South Africa.
Work has continued since 1994 to improve the living conditions of the people, to undo the legacy of exclusion and neglect. Many communities and households were without electricity, water, roads, transport, clinics, providing quality health care or state-of-the-art schools. The democratic government has since 1994 spent each year delivering such services.
President Zuma speaking earlier at the Freedom Day celebrations in Giyani, but earlier we spoke to our contributing editor Vuyo Mvoko, who is in Giyani for the Freedom Day celebrations. He explained for us what exactly President Jacob Zuma's address was all about.
Lots and lots of people, they virtually filled up the stadium. It was quite a good attendance. I mean, people braving the rain. It started earlier raining, but they were not perturbed. And as soon as it subsided, they came back again to take their seats in the stadium. So the organizers will definitely be happy with both the showing, but also the enthusiasm of the people who came here. And as you said, quite a detailed speech touching and on a whole range of issues, the nub of which I would think is when he, certainly from where he sits, the problems that remain, the challenges that continue to face the nation have a particular origin, and he has a view as to how his government is dealing with them. Just take a listen to this little clip.
Compatriots, while services are extended to some communities, many others are still waiting because the backlog resulting from apartheid exclusion is extensive. We assure you that we shall not rest as the democratic government until all households in our country live in dignity and obtain basic services. We will continue to work with all communities towards this end, together building better communities and improving the functioning of municipalities so that they can better provide these services to the people.
Well, I think that's about summed up the president's take on the challenges that continue to face South Africans and what he and his government are promising to do to try and deal with those challenges. He did, of course, speak also to some of the issues that everyone that are on the lips of the people, especially this week on the back of the EFF Commander-in-Chief's comments, but also some of the issues that people like religious communities and some sections of the ANC have been talking about, both the performance of the government but also of the government as things are at the moment. Basically saying people must obey the law, obey the constitution, and people must go to the ballot. The ballot will is in the end what will determine what it is that should happen to South Africa. No shortcuts. That was a particular word or phrase that he used, that people must go and mobilize, canvass, and make sure that people vote for them, but do not take shortcuts, but also issuing a warning against people he said were saying things or agitating for anarchy, as he put it, to try and advance their political careers. Do people agree, disagree with him? I'm sure that is going to be a talking point, and many people will dissect it and take what they want to take out of it. So in a nutshell, that's what he said, and that's how things went here in Giyani in Limpopo.